Hello everybody, welcome back. Last we left off, we were headed to the end of this ship. We were trying to get out of here, and as you see, I'm trying to give Kira a new lightsaber, realize she isn't high enough level to use it. So what I end up doing is just taking out the mod that's too high level, because she had a really crappy weapon before, and I don't really use her as often, so I figured I'd try to replace the weapon she had, just in case, you know, I end up using her in the future, which is the plan, but, I mean, we'll see how that goes. So, this is one of the shortest episodes I've done of the series thus far, and that is simply because it's the end of Chapter 2. I tried to kind of consolidate the episodes, but, I mean, you would have gotten one less episode and stuff, so it wouldn't have been very good. But the reason I'm doing it is because it wraps up the entire chapter quite nicely, I'd say. It makes it so you kind of understand, like, okay, this is the end, now we're going into a new chapter. And Chapter 3 is good, and even the end of Chapter 2 is pretty awesome, so you'll get a couple really good conversations here, and I think it's totally worth it to have a shorter episode for these little conversations that you get to be a part of. Personally, it's actually probably one of my favorite parts in the Jedi story is the end of Chapter 2, so I don't know, I'd say it's worth it. It's worth a shorter episode, but I do apologize if you're like, man, I really want longer episodes. Look, tough, look. You get a good episode for the last one of Chapter 2. You should be happy with that.
Step away from my ship. We're leaving.
If I wished to fight, I would not have freed your crew, or killed these guards. More guards will come. Shall we go before they arrive?
Free Master Tol Braga and my fellow Jedi, and I'll consider it.
If they were here, I'd have liberated them as well.
I could have killed you on Quesh had I wanted. Did you never wonder why I hesitated?
I have waited over 300 years to see the face that came to me in a vision. Your face.
You could have told me this on Quesh, or in your master's fortress.
I needed to be sure the time had come. Now I know. Only a few beings have ever broken the Emperor's domination. You and that girl are special.
Kira and I have the power to destroy your master.
Not yet. Not without my help. Though the Emperor seeks to conceal his true plans, I have seen them. That vision has driven me to this. I pledge my loyalty to you. Take me to your Jedi Council on Tython, and I'll reveal why.
We're not actually considering this. I mean, he's obviously full of awful.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm with Doc. This is a trap.
I seek to save this galaxy from annihilation. Without my help, your ship will never escape. I can guide you to freedom.
Sergeant Rusk, put a slave collar on our new friend.
One wrong move, Sith, and we won't need a lightsaber to remove your head.
Time is a luxury we no longer possess. We must go now. I will navigate us through the defense grid.
Well, that's a bit of a twist, if you ask me. So, the Hand of the Emperor, the guy who carries out the Emperor's bidding, has decided he wants to turn his back on him and join us. It's a bit curious. You know, you always gotta be wary of people like that kind of turn on their masters. Of course, you'll see in this next, like, I guess, set of dialogue that I am, in fact, and I get to chat with him quite a bit later. Probably the next episode, you'll see that, and I have a pretty good chat and kind of figure out who Lord Scourge is as a person, and what his motives are, which I think are really important for the story going forward, obviously, because, I mean, he's joining me as an ally. I gotta know what he's up to.
It's been so long. We thought you were lost forever.
The mission to seize the Emperor has failed. He's more powerful than we realized. Master Braga, Lehigh Nerez, and Warren Sidoru are still missing. The Emperor's wrath helped us escape. He betrayed his master to join our side.
Sith serve no one but themselves.
I altered my loyalties to avert a threat to myself and you. Jedi are not alone in seeing the future.
Centuries ago,
I had a vision of the Emperor destroying the galaxy. Republic, Empire, everything gone. This Jedi has the power to stop him.
We'll fly back to his fortress. You can betray him, and I'll strike the final blow.
You aren't strong enough to win that confrontation. Not yet. The renewed war is merely a diversion to conceal the Emperor's designs. His true plans are already in motion across the galaxy. One by one, every star system will simply die. Trillions will perish.
How does that benefit the Emperor?
He'll feed on those deaths to become more powerful than all the Jedi and Sith combined. An immortal being of unlimited power.
Are you the only Sith who learned the truth of his plans?
If others have, they're dead. Or serving him without realizing the cost. 1,000 years ago, the Emperor tricked an entire Sith world into aiding a dark ritual. He promised great power. Only for himself, of course. The ritual consumed every living thing on the planet. He absorbed those life essences through the Force.
That explains how he's lived so long, and where all his power comes from.
That was merely one world. Imagine what he'll become after consuming millions. The Emperor has manipulated events for centuries towards one goal. Performing an even greater ritual that will destroy this galaxy. But the ritual requires a great sacrifice to begin. Billions of simultaneous deaths. He seeks to commit genocide on Belsavis.
That prison world holds the worst filth captured by the Republic. Mass murderers, tyrants, even captured Sith Lords.
We've kept the planet's location secret for decades, if the Emperor has found it.
Once a sacrifice occurs, the Emperor's ritual cannot be stopped. We must save Belsavis.
We? Your role in this is over, Sith.
Master Satil will determine what we do with him. Don't overstep yourself.
I confess I agree with Master Caden. Leaving the Emperor's executioner free is a terrible risk.
I know the Emperor's ways. Belsavis is not the only world in danger. We must find the others, and I cannot help you from a prison cell. Like it or not, we need each other.
He's right. I can feel the truth. Without his help, we are all dead. The Council will concentrate on locating other worlds at risk, and finding our missing friends. I'm counting on you to stop the Emperor's plans.
I know this has been hard for you to accept, but it's our best hope. I promise I won't fail.
Contact me when you reach Belsavis. And don't rely too closely on your ally.
I'm disrupting the fabled Jedi calm. I suggest we depart.
Man, there is a lot to unpack there, but we will unpack it in next week's episode. Until then, you can look forward to me talking to Lord Scourge for quite a while in the next bit of the beginning of Chapter 3.